Hi, this is Marcus with Green Scene Home Inspections. My Trek license number is 20819. Today I inspected the property on January 14th, 2015. I entered the property at about 1:15 and left around 6 p.m. The house is vacant but staged. The house faces south. The weather conditions are cloudy overcast and 60 degrees or below. The buyer was present at the inspection. Today I performed a professional home inspection, which is created, governed, and licensed by the Texas Real Estate Commission, or TREC for short. A TREC licensed home inspection is a non-technically exhaustive survey of the visible components and systems of the home on the day of the inspection only. The purpose of the inspection is to provide the client with information regarding the general condition of the home as it relates to new building standards. If, in the event the home inspection uncovers a condition of a system or component that requires repair or further testing, a licensed, qualified specialist will be recommended to further evaluate that system or component. Okay, so starting on the exterior of the home, anytime you have a fence touching the house that is considered a conducive condition for wood-destroying insects, you want to monitor that location. Your downspout should discharge water 36 inches away from the perimeter beam. You've also got a little bit of high soil right here along the east side there. Along the front side of the house, you have high soil pretty much all along the front side there. And then the drainage is what we would consider marginal. It's not negative going back towards the house, but it's not that 6 inches over 10 feet that they ask for or they build on new builds. So marginal drainage on the south side of the house. The driveway has settled slightly. The flat work should be repaired if it becomes more of a trip hazard. You have trees close to the foundation. You might want to consider installing a root barrier. On the front side of the house, the south side, one of the outlets on the exterior is loose in the wall. You do not have a visible doorbell button anywhere on the front side of the house. Marginal drainage on the west side of the house. And then, again, high soil. And I took this picture in this way so you could see the perimeter beam here and then how you cannot see it at all right there. So that's high soil again on the west side. Cracks in the driveway in the back of the house. The garage entry door is considered a fire stop door, so it should close on its own. The water pressure is between 70 and 80, which is right where you need it to be. And then the exterior hose bibs need to be protected from frost. Cracking in the patio concrete on the north side of the house. High soil continuing around the north side of the house. And then marginal drainage again on the north side of the house. Marginal drainage on the east side of the house. So this outlet right here is located on the east side of the house. It does have the GFCI switch. However, when I used my tester to trip the switch, the outlet actually sparked on me. So I removed the tester and I'll write it up as on the report as a GFCI switch not functioning properly, and it did spark and it needs to be further evaluated. And I will include this picture in the report. Exterior windows the caulking needs to be improved between the veneer and the window here. You have two HVAC systems. This is your carrier unit. It's a 14 SEER unit, 3-ton. Seem to be in pretty good condition, seeing as it's relatively brand new. The only thing I had to say about the outside unit is the disconnect box is not supposed to be directly behind the unit. I did perform a visual inspection of the air conditioner portion of the HVAC system, but I was not able to perform a functionality test due to the fact that it is below 60 degrees. The panel box is located on the north exterior wall. It is a GE box, 200 amp. It does have copper wiring, but the wires are bundled. You're supposed to use all the little unused knockouts here. And then you've got a couple of double lugged breakers as well on the interior of the box. And then there's not enough screws in the cover plate as well. Your exterior gas line does not appear to have a union valve. If there is one, it's not visible beneath the boards here. Whenever you have an automatic garage door operator, you're supposed to disable the manual lock. Most people disable it by putting a bolt right through this hole right here. The second condenser unit located on the other side of the house. It's a Carrier. This one is also a 14 SEER 2014 manufacturer, but it is a 4-ton unit. And again, same thing, the disconnect box is not supposed to be directly behind the unit. And then they did replace the insulation here on your refrigerant line, but you can see they sort of missed a spot there at the end on your refrigerant line. This was another outlet over on the west side that did not function at all. It should have 2 greens right here. And then the exterior weather cover is not functioning properly. You have gaps in the siding in various locations around the house. Gaps in the siding. The flower bed on the south side of the house needs some mortar improvement. Just some of the bricks are loose there. This is your secondary condensate drain. Whenever your primary drain gets clogged, your secondary will kick in and this will start dripping. That's why it's in front of a window, so it's a fail-safe to let you know that you need to get your HVAC serviced so your pan doesn't overflow. Okay? And then you have some damage there on the soffit there on the west side. You have a gutter on the back side of the house that's leaking pretty good. Big water spot on the ground there. And the reason it's led to this is the gutters are very dirty, which I'll show you here in a minute. On the opposite side of the house, the east side, your secondary condensate drain is not set properly. It's not sticking out of the hole correctly, so if this does drip water, it's going to drip into your soffit. So let's get that pipe pulled through that little hole there. Going up onto the roof, as you can see, your gutters are very dirty. A lot of debris in them need to get cleaned out. The roof looked good. The composition of the shingles looked good. The boot vents are supposed to have a little lead jacket that comes up here, then bends over the top to help prevent water intrusion. Did find one damaged shingle on the back side of the house, probably foot traffic damage, but other than that, the shingles looked good. And here's the gutter, it's just full of debris. It's actually blocking the water flow, so you can see the water stuck in there. You have a vent on the west side that needs to get sealed up to prevent water intrusion. And then your ridge fasteners need to get sealed as well. Going on to the interior of the house, before I turn the water on, I'm walking around, turning lights on, things like that, and the shower head is actually leaking in that bedroom hall bathroom right here when the faucet fixture is turned off. This is before I touched it. There are windows in 2 locations that are not latching properly, and I'll list them both on the report. The locations are both on the report. So you have a gas fireplace. This is a fireplace where the pilot light is always burning, and then you flip the switch here, and then the entire gas bar comes on. And then whenever you have gas logs in place on a gas fireplace, you're supposed to have a damper clamp in place to keep the flue open at all times. And that's just the handle that opens and closes the damper. It does operate. It's the second window. I believe that was in the living room that does not latch properly. You have 2 attics. This is the one in the bedroom hallway. You have between 10 and 18 inches of insulation, depending on where you look in the attic. It's newer insulation. It's this white loose fill stuff here. Then you have radiant barrier in place as well. It looks relatively new. One of your furnaces is located in this attic. Didn't have a whole lot of issues with it. It is a comfort maker. The filter mount is this door right here. You just open up these little clips, pop the filter out. It's a 20 by 25 by 4. One of your water heaters is also located up here. It's a Whirlpool. It's an electric unit, 50-gallon tank. There is some debris in the pan that needs to get cleared out. You don't want this drain line right here to get clogged. We also recommend that when a water heater is in the attic to install a water alarm in the pan. The second attic, located outside the garage hallway. Your second furnace is also located up there. Same thing with the filter door, just open up the little clips. It's 20 by 25 by 4. And this filter was slightly damaged. It looked like it kind of got shoved in there a little bit, so I would recommend replacing that filter with a completely undamaged one. Also a comfort maker. You had some can lights that were covered or in contact with insulation. Some can lights are rated to be in contact with insulation, but there's no way for me to tell if these are those or not. And then your vent stack, for your furnace in the attic, it is in contact with combustibles. So on the report, you'll have this picture and then improper clearance to combustibles. Second water heater is also located in that attic. It's a Whirlpool, another 50-gallon tank. This one's a 2014. And the same thing, you've just got some debris, some insulation and things in the tank there, or in the pan. You do have enough smoke detectors. The ones that I was able to reach, I tested. They did operate. It also has, they also double as carbon monoxide detectors as well. You have 2 sinks that are leaking into the cabinet. This one, I believe, was in the bedroom hallway. I do have it listed correctly on the report. I've already put it in there. The shower head is leaking right there at the neck. There's some pretty extensive patching and painting there in the living room and kitchen areas. And then the left master bathroom sink was also leaking into the cabinet. The master shower door, the seal at the bottom is not good. The shower enclosure does leak water a little bit whenever you're running. There's about 4 fixtures in that shower, and a couple of them actually will spray water out into the floor. The hydro massage tub did operate appropriately. There's a little activation button. The motor did not, underneath, you can remove the panel. It did not appear to be bonded. And then you do have GFCI protection. It's located right next to the tub. It's located right next to the tub there in the master bathroom area. One thing about the tub, when the cold water is turned on 100%, you don't have any pressure at all. You just have a little drizzle coming out of the faucet fixture, so you definitely want to get that checked out or further evaluated. And just found one of the primary condensate drains here. This is in that bathroom near the kitchen. Nothing wrong here. Just wanted to show you where the primary condensate drain was for one of the HVAC systems. And then I did find one stress crack. This is in the ceiling in the kitchen. The food waste disposer performed as intended. The dishwasher performed as intended. It is a Gen Air. Did not have an air gap device. The range exhaust hood worked appropriately. It vented to the atmosphere. The filters were clean, and the light and the fan worked. The range also worked. The cooktop, all the burners came on. And then the oven here did reach 350 and held it for an hour. The only thing I would say is it did not appear to have a gas shutoff within easy reach. It's a Gen Air. The microwave is a Sharp, no cold spots detected. And then the sprinkler system is the control panel is located in the garage. It does not have a rain sensor that shuts off the system whenever it rains, obviously. I will list on the report which zones are spraying on flat work and which ones are spraying on walls. And like I said, they'll be listed out on the report, which zones are doing what. That's my final picture. I hope you found this video informative and helped explain the written report a little bit better. If you have any further questions, please give me a call. Otherwise, this is Marcus with Green Scene Home Inspections saying have a great day.